evening again. I can't, but we can. Yes, we proved it. Thank you for standing with this council and the executive committee to make it a reality. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and dear friends. It's with immense satisfaction and deep gratitude that I stand before you to deliver this farewell address on behalf of the IDAK Executive Committee of 2024-25. On 13th December 2023, when I accepted this responsibility, I made one promise that we would do our best to hand over IDAK a little better than we received it. Today, I believe we have fulfilled that promise. I come from a small but beautiful village in the Venice of the East, Alapi district of Kerala. More specifically, from the rice granary of Kerala called Kuttanad. If any of you here have not visited Alapi or Kuttanad, consider this as a warm invitation to our land. A land literally reclaimed from the waters, shaped by human will, determination and dreams. My grandmother used to tell us a story down through the generations. Her great-grandfather once went to meet the Travancore king long before our independence, seeking permission to build a school in our village. The officials in the Travancore hierarchy rejected the request, saying that the land available was insufficient. And he, along with a group of gentlemen, went to seek the Maharaja of that time. And he told the Maharaja, it seems, others are blessed with land to build a school, but we must first drain that put mud into the water and make it a land. Only then we can build a school. The king, moved by that courage and clarity, sanctioned the school immediately. That is the spirit of my village. We dream from nothing, we build from nothing, and we preserve with hard work until the impossible becomes possible. Kuttanad is known not only for its fertile land and the taste of its karimi, but also for a spot that has put us on the world map, the majestic snake boat race. These boats each carry close to 100 to 120 rowers, or you can call it a players, form one of the largest team sporting events in the world. More than 400 people participate in a single race. If you observe closely, the strength of the boat race lies in its structure. This is a glimpse from the last Nehru Trophy boat race, which happened in August during the autumn season. The first 6 to 7 rows are filled with ambidextrous rowers, people who can row with both hands. From the 8th or 9th row onwards, rowers are seated according to the dominant hand, whether it is left or right. So the power is balanced. The men standing in the middle are the group captains or communicators of rhythm, beat and pace. And the men at the back, holding the long steering oars, decide the direction, the speed and the stability of the boat. To me, the IDAK Executive Committee is exactly like a snake boat getting ready for a race. The members at the front, those who can work ambidextrously, who can step into any role at any time for any event, be it event management, be it news and media, be it membership, be it finance. They are there for each and every event. So people in the middle, the specialists, they bring their expertise, whether it is in cultural, whether it is in sports, whether it is in scientific. And the men who are standing in the middle, giving clear instructions to their groups, are the chairs and co-chairs who stood for motivating their teams, communicating clearly and keeping the pace alive. And the 7 to 8 steering from the back were of course the council, holding the direction, the balance and vision. In a snake boat race, rowers sit very close. Even if one rower goes off rhythm for a second, the oars can clash. 2 or 3 such clashes and the boat loses its momentum instantly. But I must say this with pride, Team IDAK rowed in perfect unison. Every oar moved in sync, every beat matched the next, and together we steered this boat to victory. I take this opportunity to thank each of our members, their spouses and kids for standing with us and coming in large numbers whenever an event was declared. I think the success of this committee was the support we received from each and every member of IDAK. Yes, I can't, but we can. But it will be not correct on my part if I leave without mentioning the individual brilliance of each and every committee. Starting with the CWC, our previous councils and committees have told us the importance of keeping the community welfare flag high. I must say the team under Dr. Prashanti and Dr. Ajay did an excellent job conducting a record number of 23 camps over a 2-year period. And as you all know, most of those camps happened on a Friday when it's a family day for many of us. Thank you CWC for all your efforts. Next, coming to the Dynamic Cultural Committee. Under the leadership of Dr. Aisha, Dr. Pramod, who have left us to UK, and Dr. Santosh. You guys went above and beyond. When we started, every council asked the culture committee to do one event, which is a grand event called the cultural show. But this committee made sure they were there for the first meet and greet, where we showcased the art and craft exhibition, which was indeed a new addition to the IDAK calendar, and I'm sure many of you enjoyed that event. Then we had the activity club for the kids, do-it-yourself basic life hackathon, which again was a big hit among the kids. And to crown it all, we had Cinephilia. Pure magic was displayed on stage, I must say. More than 125 participants displayed their talent on this day, and people were simply awestruck. Being the president and the husband of Culture Committee Chair, I can vouch the hard work put on by the committee and the team who worked for it day and night. The preparation started well ahead in April in the first discussions. Then in September onwards, the rehearsal started, and I must say, all Fridays and Saturdays were booked for IDAK cultural rehearsals. And when it came towards the end, being in November, most of the weekdays also was used for rehearsals. I used to say Aisha, she used to go to work at 6:45, then go back directly to Sarnia for the rehearsal hall and stay there till the last team ends the rehearsal and be back only by 9:30 or 10. But that hard work and dedication really helped us to put a magnificent show on that day. And I thank also Dr. Mrs. Saunyaprabha, who was the director of the show, and each and every IDAK who played a part, including Dr. Divya, Dr. Santosh, and each of the committee members who played an excellent role in bringing up something magnificent. And just 2 weeks back, we had the last event, the IDAK got married. It is still fresh in our, so I don't have to talk more about it. Thank you, Cultural Committee, and each one of you for giving us a fantastic cultural season. Next comes the editorial committee. As you all know, Oral Health Guide is the only publication we do for the betterment of the community, and it is our prestigious publication in every term. Headed by Dr. Lini and Dr. Payal, this committee was meticulous from the beginning in selecting a theme, in keeping the timelines, and I must say, I have been associated with the different committees over the past, but by October they were done and dusted. They were just waiting for the sponsorships to come so that they can fill the pages. But from their side, we gave a target line of November 15th. They finished well ahead by October 31st itself. So, thank you, editorial committee, for a fantastic job with Oral Health Guide this. But they didn't stop it there. They thought and came out with something extraordinary. The two talks, all the articles in with the help of news and media were made into 3-minute snippets and was published in our YouTube channel. Hats off to both news and media and editorial for taking that initiative. The event management committee under Aju and Vinod and rest of the gang, you guys were instrumental in bringing up each and every event, whether it is scientific, sports, cultural, or even today. Thank you for your unwavering support and bringing out the best in the organizational capability of IDAK. For the first time, IDAK gave an opportunity to the event management committee to present their own program through the activity club. In the first activity club, I'm sure many of you still remember it, the Sunrise Drive to Mutla. It was a fantastic experience, I'm sure. And thank you, event management, for conducting or helping us conduct each and every program. Next is the finance committee, again works in the background, but without them, we cannot conduct any other programs. Dr. Shahid, Dr. Roy, and the team, thank you for making sure our finances remain healthy. The IMWF board, although it is not a committee under any council, it comprises of the past presidents, and we are thankful for their wisdom and advice all through these years. As you know, unfortunately, there was 2 demises among our members, and the IMWF came in handy to help the families. Thank you, the board, chaired by Dr. Thomas. Membership committee, as you have heard before, this year we had the maximum number of members, and the other day I was asking Tiny before this AGM I was preparing. I just asked how many members we have. Without even looking, she said 366. And I asked a tricky question, how many ladies and how many gents? She said, give me 5 minutes, let me check. And I must say this now, for the first time in the history of IDAK, the females have outnumbered the men. And what better moment to hand over the council, the first lady president of IDAK. Membership committee not only conducted the memberships, they also conducted the activity club, which was we called it Chatvik to see the moon on a Valentine's Day. Those who came, I'm sure they enjoyed the night, and thank you membership team for organizing such a wonderful event. Another highlight, I must say, is the membership directory, which came to light after 12 long years. This is a video which I did especially to me to showcase their committee, because we cannot see their work because it's always in the background. Thank you, Membership Committee, for a wonderful job. Well done. Team News and Media, the only team with the girl power, total girl power, I would say. Under the able leadership of Dr. Gandhima and Dr. Jodi, they made sure we are in the news each and every week, each and every month. Each and every event was published by Arab Times, by Indian Skin Kuwait, by Times Kuwait, by Kuwait Times, and thank you for giving us every committee their space in the news. Not only on the newspapers, our social media handles were very active this year, whether it is Facebook, whether it is Instagram, whether it is Thread, or whether it is our website, we were all splashed across. Thank you, Jodi, who ably managed this wonderful job. Like the other committees who don't have an event for themselves, we had an activity club planned. The movie club and the digital arts workshop, which was held in October of 2025. Thank you for raising the bar once again and making it a memorable event. Thank you, News and Media. Next is the powerhouse team of the scientific under the able leadership of past General Secretary Dr. Jagan, Dr. Smita, and rest of them. 4 events were conducted by the scientific committee, each in a venue better than the one before. The first study club, then the second study club, then the members congress and the scientific symposium. The topics selected, the speakers invited, and the professionalism with which we conducted each of these programs was indeed applaudable. Thank you scientific committee for giving us an excellent scientific session 24-25. Last but not the least, we have the Perfect Sports Committee. As you know, when KDD told us we will be sponsoring only if we can conduct 10 events, we were little taken aback. And I told Endo for the first time we may have to conduct multiple events in the same quarter. Usually we conduct only one event per quarter. And I must say, Dr. Eldo, Dr. Ranjit and his team did a fantastic job in selecting the venues. Each and every venue was excellent in itself. He made rules bend so that IDAK can play. But I'm sure the 10 events was a testimony in itself. They made us drive a car, bowl, shoot, or football, cricket, basketball, volleyball, dartball, swimming, running, you name it, we had it. And I must say, Eldo was looking for opportunities to conduct a game. We went to the venue for the triple treat. He was telling, okay, there is a swimming pool, we will conduct a swimming race. And when we opened the swimming pool, means the door, and we saw the swimming pool was hardly 20 meters. Then he suddenly changed. Okay, this is deep, so why don't we make it a dive deep competition? And I know all those who played, all those who cheered, it was an excellent sports session all through the last 2 years. Thank you for a fantastic job. Next, I have few special people to thank. By seeing the photo, I think you would have guessed. Dr. Santosh, Dr. Shahir, Dr. Jijan, and Dr. Jyoti. They selflessly bought their cameras, clicked each and every event without even telling them they were there with the cameras and clicked hundreds and hundreds of photos which we can frame ourselves. And poor Jyoti was in the receiving hand. She will get around 1,500 to 2,000 photos after every event. And some days she will message me at 12 in the night after her duty time. I must say I was web moderator for 2 years. Selecting 20 photos out of 2000 is the most Herculean task. Because each and every photo you will think, okay, this is good, okay, we'll put it. This is good. And from 2000 it becomes 1000. And from 1000 it becomes 500. From 500 it becomes 200. And to make it 20 which can be published is a real task. Thank you, Jyoti, for doing it fantastically well. Making sure all those memories are etched in our website and our social media. Now comes to my team. What to say? The dream team for me. I will start with the toughest selection. Dr. Shaab. Toughest means because getting a president for IDAK is the most difficult task. When I was made president-elect, the first task is to find a successor for yourself. And usually we discuss with the past presidents, they are in the advisory board, and we approached many people, and in the end we circled in on a lady. I told it's high time IDAK should be led by a lady, and who better than Dr. Shalin and Simon than a lady person. But to convince her, I had to talk for weeks and weeks. She gave me umpteen number of questions. What happens like this? What happens if nobody is there to support me? What happens if there is no collection? What happens if the money doesn't come? I said, okay, IDAK is well-known, oil missionary. We will support you, we will back you. Anyway, hats off to her. She agreed, and she will be our president of this semester. Thank you, Shaab. Thank you, Thomas and the kids for supporting this council wholeheartedly and being our pillar. And I wish the very best to the first family of IDAK of 2026-27. Next is my predecessor and my advisor, Dr. Thomas. He is the council member from the very first council, and I am sure each one of you, there is no need of any introduction to dear TT. Apart from being the IPP, he made sure he was there for each and every event, and especially donning the mic in the sports events. I must say, anybody who is an IPP should be like TT. So I will follow. He's totally 100% supporting me in each and every idea I put forward. Thank you, TT, and I will do the same to Shaab. Amrita, youngest and most liveliest in our gang. She brought in freshness to this council, although she is the junior most who came to IDAK only in 2018. She was a fresh air, I must say. And along with her handsome husband, Dr. Jagan, and the kids, they have played a crucial role in this council's success. And I have to mention, they opened their doors for many council meetings and prepared us delicious, tasty meals too. Thank you, Amrita, Jagan, and the kids for a fantastic job as Joint Secretary. Yes, first Joint Secretary, Dr. Ashil Muhammad. This guy was one fellow who was not. He always gave excuses to the past presidents. He never accepted a role in the council, but I must say he gladly accepted my invite, and I am really happy that she was a part of my team. Not only he bought the sponsorships, the sponsorship he bought had a speciality. KDD gave us 1,500, but KDD only 150 KD per event. That means that multiplied with 10. And for each of the sport events, you have seen the KDD banner and the KDD juice. How it happens? If the event is on Friday, he will go to the KDD depot on a Thursday afternoon, collect the merchandise, collect the juice, come next day, well before everybody else comes, and hands over the juice and the merchandise to the sports committee. And after the sports event is over, the cups are given, everybody leaves. But Ashil's duty doesn't stop there. He has to collect the merchandise, go on a Saturday, the next day, to KDD again, and give it back. So it is always this 10 into 3, you can say. He has to do this over and over again. And all the sponsorships he bought for scientific and other events, we are deeply thankful. And recently when the Qatar cricket team went, I just simply asked, Ashil, is there any chance we can bring in some money for, because this was an unplanned event. He said, George, he called me, sir, we will try. And within maybe 3 hours, he called me back and told me, give me a letter. I think I can get something. He kept on whatever we gave to the team, he got it. So thank you, Ashil, for all the good work. Not only the work of Joint Secretary helping with the finance. Dr. Srikanth Reddy, unfortunately, due to the family emergency, he can't be here, but he was meticulous in the work. Each and every event, he will ask, and he will prepare, he will tell, okay, this much money we have, what is our budget, we discuss the budget, and he had the habit of keeping each and every penny in the team. So he will ask me, okay, when we need the next, I have 1000 KD, when we need the 1000 KD. Say, okay, for next event is only after 2 months. He said, okay, then I will put for 50 days. And he will put an FD. And made sure the interest was working for us even when we were doing something else. Thank you, Srikanth, for keeping our finances intact and taking care of it. Then comes Dr. Roshla Mehta. Roshla is the backbone. As Vice President, she was the backbone of this council. Each and every event was planned in coordination, and as you know, she knows everyone. If somebody is there, she doesn't know, I had to contact Tiny. Otherwise, 90% people she will know, the 10% Tiny will know. And she has her network of getting news. I don't know how. She is well, she knows each and everything what's happening in IDAK. So wherever we need, Roshla was our person. As Vice President, I always used to tell, if something happens to me, you have to take care, you will be the President automatically. He said, no, nothing will happen. So, thank you for all the support. And she too opened her kitchen many times. And I forgot to mention Ashil's wife, Shamsija, also for the delicious breakfast lunch prepared both for our council term. This council never went to a hotel and did a meeting. Every meeting was in house. So Roshla, Amarna, Shamsija, Aisha, all of them, Vidya, all of them chipped in with and made our stomachs full. Then comes this gentleman. He is the one actually put me in this position. If you remember, when Gigi took over, there was no president-elect. Council took over without a president-elect. And Gigi had called me, then Roy had called me, John, then Jitendra was a man, he called me once for some event and took me away, spoke to me for half an hour. Then the short thing was, there are only two church secretaries now left. Either one of you have to become the president. Okay, I thought, okay, then it's my senior. Then was a secretary for 2016, and then I have 2018, I think. So, and I was sure, knowing Kijan, if I try to push him, he will accept. So I had a plan. I went to him with the plan of telling, okay, Kijan, anyway, you are the secretary now, you cannot escape without becoming a president. Nobody else is there. Without the president-elect, this council cannot work. So I gave him an offer which he cannot refuse, or I thought he cannot refuse. He said, you become the president-elect, and I am sure I will be your general secretary. Because I already had an experience in struggle. And Jijan looked at me, and with that famous smile, he took probably 30 seconds to 40 seconds to say it properly. And he just tilted the table on me. He said, okay, you gave me an offer, I will be your offer. I will be your general secretary if you take up the position. Then it was like he was dead against becoming a president, and he said, maximum I will take up this general secretary if you are the president. Knowing him, once he says the word, I know I cannot change it. So I had to agree, and because of him, I agreed to be the president-elect and took this responsibility. Dr. Kishan, I don't have to thank you. I know him from just graduate days. And as many of you know, we meet, we have a group of friends, we meet every Friday without a break in the last 17 years. Every Friday. And he is one of those family, it has not a, no more a friendship, it's a family now. And I don't have to thank you, but official capacity I am thanking you for all the wonderful work you did for this council and the committee. Thank you Vidya and the kids for all the support you have given us. Last but not the least, I have to thank the first family. I have 3 boys, I must say, Joshua, Johan and Cleo. When 2022, when this first election came, Joshua was in 12, he was really busy with this 12 preparations, the needs, everything. I was little confused whether to take up, and my younger son was in 9th. So both of them are preparing for the boards. And knowing myself, I know if I can take something, I will be totally into it, and there won't be much time left. And with their mother also really busy with her work in the hospital, it will be tough for the boys. But I must say, both of them said, "Appa, take up, we will study, we will manage, don't worry about us." And thankfully they studied, and just last week he entered the final year MBBS. I am finishing my course. And to my wonderful Aisha, thank you for being the pillar of support in my life. And as you know, even one person in the council is a big responsibility and a toll on the family. But being the president and she taking up the responsibility of the culture committee was actually too much of a task. Being president, yes, there is a committee, there is a council to back you up, but you always feel the pressure because you are the last word. If something happens bad, something goes wrong, you are answerable to the association. So that stress will be shown to your family, but I must say, Aisha was a strong pillar of support all through these years and kept me level-headed all the time. Leo needs more time from me now. And the ideas, you would have seen a lot of new ideas had come in these 2 years. And all those ideas, at least if I had told 100, she will accept only 10. So what you have seen is only 10% of the ideas. All the others were quality checked by her and muted before it was put even to Jijan or Costa or council. So thank you for all the advices and standing with us all throughout this term. And wonderful thing, thank you one and all. I hope we lived up to your expectations, and we are handling over today a little bit better than how we got it in 2024. And I am sure the new council under Dr. Shaab will take it up a notch higher and bring laurels to this association as we enter the 3rd decade. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to lead you all. Although I will be officially your president till 31st, from today onwards, Shaab will be, I will be the caretaker president. So thank you once again for standing with me and helping us deliver this fantastic plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. George. And we as a council, we only have one thing to say. Dr. George, you led us with such grace. Now it's like we can't without you. So I think we all wish you continue supporting IDAK, and we are so grateful to have a president like you. Thank you, Dr. George.